Yes. Pirate Radio episode 88. What's new? What's definitely out there is the cops in Tennessee. The name you're gonna hear everywhere, or you already been hearing everywhere, and I understand you're tired of hearing it everywhere. Of Tyree Nichols. You could tell my dumb ass as soon as if I did see that shit in the trending topics of like Twitter and shit, you know, first thing that came to my mind, being honest, was, oh, okay, you know, it must be like some football player, whatever. He probably went crazy, you know, stats or whatever. Then I see, you know, people reacting, and then I saw the video of the guy that he was turning around because he wanted to cry. And I'm like, okay, so we must, you know, there must be a level one of something George Floyd-ish, like, cause you feel it brewing, and till this day, out of like 5 days maybe, I just saw the video yesterday, and my take on it is I agree on both sides. It's just that it extended, you know, because first step, don't go against the cops. You're gonna lose. You don't win against the cops unless they beat your ass so bad that you still alive and you get a lawsuit and then you get a little money. But it's not worth that ass whipping, that trauma. But you know, I don't know. But the thing was that just because I run away and I get away from y'all, like, doesn't mean y'all can kill me. That's an obvious one, right? It seems all obvious when it comes to black police officers too. They would have been white. They would have been, oh, you know, go on leave, pay leave. You know what I'm saying? You could tell maybe this was some shit that they didn't thought was gonna get crazy, and it did, because the guy died. And you know, you can't do really shit with a body cam now. It's a learning experience in all ways, but somebody died. You never can get that back. The family gonna like the money, but come on now, it still hurts. So I don't know, man. Like, I see both sides, because as soon as what you think I thought when as soon as I saw the guy, the cops saying, "Come on, bro, just put your hand down." If I really have nothing, like, I don't want this to be one of those, oh, put out the video, everybody do 70 chapters of different degrees of crime reactions, and then they'll be like, oh, but guess what, yo? Yeah, man, we're gonna release the full video. Yeah, like, it was showing that the guy, he was resisting, and yeah, man, and he just finished robbing a bank, and then you'd be like, oh, what the fuck? And that's how they catch people. I'm not saying that that's happening or that's gonna happen with this case. It may just be straight up, these guys just OD'd from the pressure from the beginning. The dude felt like, why the hell y'all going so extra? So no, I'm not gonna, you know, resist. But this is, it's easy to say, oh, this is how I would have done it, yada yada. But to be honest, yo, come on now. Like, if I get stopped, I'll be so shocked that the cops is being aggressive that I will definitely, like, not budge. I will, like, I will resist. How you go, resist? Stop resisting. Yeah, so I would not resist the cops. Like, I would just go ahead and, you know, go ahead and see what happens. Yeah, but once again, you're not gonna win against the cops. What you think, the Avengers are gonna come and buy with the portals and save you? No, man. It's a lose. You know, so now because of that, you wanna run away. They're gonna make it worse, and then it even got even worse than anybody thought, which was, he died. But of course, when you throw that story out, a bunch of people who are, they gotta go to work. What's up, my kids? Here, that. What happened? The bills? Ooh, boom, my job, your job. What happened in your job? My girl, my kid. When you have a life full, you don't have time to break down what, both sides. You're gonna get the machucao potato chip, mashed potato, hurry up, boom, eat the fast food. And you're gonna get, just a quick boom, boom, boom. This is the cop said, the guy said this, and it doesn't leave you with that much. Then you just think about it, be like, oh, okay, yeah, this looks crazy. But listen, I don't know if that dude thought that just because it was black cops that they were gonna go be like, oh, you black, yo, come on, we out here, yo, let's go shoot some dice and listen to Future. No, nigga, what you think this was? And it's easy to say, oh, look at them, because the white guy was. Everybody gonna have these dumbass, things. And listen, what I'm saying is dumbass shit too, because they could easily come out with a video and be like, oh, these cops were doing this and this and that. You're like, oh, it was the guy when they come in, or these niggas was wilding. But listen, these people do dirty tricks just to get arousal from us, part by part too. You know what I mean? Like, that's how it was with the George Floyd shit. The George Floyd shit, it was obviously it looked crazy, but when you see how fucking, like, delirious he fucking was before, like, all right, don't touch me, I'm like, yo, nigga, what's wrong with this dude? Like, that's what the cops were saying, but obviously they ain't gonna probably show us the video or the first video if there was, or if they even was or wasn't, you feel me? Regardless of what, it's crazy to think that just because I resisted arrest, you can kill me. Because you know what's funny? If it's like that, then put that shit in the rule book. Put, like, as a cop, you may be shot, killed if while restrained. Then you be like, oh shit, yo. But they don't even say it. And that's what it is. As humans, so put some AI, because as humans, we will feel a little bit like slighted that you just outran me. You're not showing respect for me, and I'm a cop. So you get the extra few couple punches. You know what I'm saying? This happens all the time. Cops, black and white, will drop you in the wrong hood where you can get jumped by other gang member, opposite gang members. You feel me? And it's easy to say, yeah, you're just gonna get jumped, but how about drop the wrong person in the wrong neighborhood and he got killed? So all that happens, and it goes to basically what I really wanted to say is that I think we really don't care. Like put it like this: if you're a famous celebrity and you like to put your 2 cents into everything, if you don't put your 2 cents into this, something that is clearly huge, you're kind of like pressured to. And then if you don't do it because like your opinion everybody might not fuck with it, that's what makes you kind of like go against it and, say an opinion you don't really want to say. And it shouldn't be like that. Like, we should be able to disagree. And sometimes, I guess, agree to disagree. I don't know. But what I really want to say is this, though. Do you really care? Because if you say yes right now, oh, no, what you mean? I do care. I'm like, all right, bad. So can you please bear with me? I'm going to go through at least 125 clips of what goes on in jail. Oh, but that's jail. That's not cops. My heart don't think that. My heart see people getting abused, and I feel it for everybody. I don't want to hear it. It's humans on humans. What is wrong with us? First of all, what is wrong with us that we gotta go to jail? We need to fix that, and like ASAP. Like, the goal should be jails are losing money because there's nobody in jail. That means we have a very healthy society. That means that our people can be counted on for serious things. But no, we have a lot of people, and I'm glad, I'm happy for the people, that learn when they come out of jail. But ain't the goal to be? I didn't even have to go to jail, and I went. You can almost say that for me, not for everything, but you can almost say that with me. But was it because I had brothers that been to jail and I kind of picked up on things? You know what I'm saying? Some people, that's all it takes. What if I didn't have my brothers that been in jail? I don't know what that would be then. You know what I'm saying? So it's the way of life. The people you surround yourself with, unfortunately, is the truth. You can have that kid that the mom always say, "Watch out! Don't do this! Don't do this! Don't do this!" And then that one time they always don't. That one time they actually do, and then that one time is that one friend that has that one dude that has that one specific beef with him. And guess what? That one specific you is next to him at the time of the whatever's gonna pop off with. And you don't know how people pop off. You don't know what that kid did to that kid. So he probably said, "Nigga, me and my niggas will run all over you niggas," and that day you was one of his niggas, according to the other guy. Pops him, pops you. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how it is. You never know. You never know. You know how many people wake up like pissy drunk or in the hospital talking about you kill somebody and you just denying it, you can't believe that shit. Start realizing that shit is real life. You're not drunk anymore. You was drunk driving. Listen. All those decisions come in life. So, life is too delicate and short, man. You're gonna risk it by having cops who clearly cops are like customer service for people. Working in retail, trust me, I understand why cops punch people, but when this right here was so exaggerated, it was like, God damn, y'all must have some videos of this nigga punching elderly people left and right. Got on a car and left or something. What did he do to make y'all so angry that he outran y'all? Because y'all not that fit? I don't know. But it's very uncalled for. Be honest, the job of a cop is beast. Working in retail, listen, it makes me want to fucking punch out customers. So imagine that for people who you gotta be physical too with, man. That ain't no joke. When the guy says, "Hey, you gotta leave the store," and he says, "Fuck you, pussy, come and take me out." Me as a cop, I'll call the cops. But nah, man, ain't no time for that. You gotta go in there. And that's why some people think that having women as cops is like not really good. And because if a guy tells me that, I'm gonna look to my homeboy and there's a girl, oh fuck, nigga. I'll be like, all right, stay right there, man, I'll be back. What are you gonna do? You gonna start getting close to him when you know you gotta use physical force now? And then they don't use a gun. Don't use a gun. Oh, you pussy, don't use a gun. That's what people say. And the media made scrutinize cops so bad, nigga, that as soon as you see cops, you see people trying to be like almost against them, like, yeah, what you do? Oh no, you say it because he's black? Oh, they were not at race. It gave so many people the race card to the point that it's like, if you get treated bad in a restaurant, oh, it's because it was because you have racist. You have racist. You have racist. And it's just like, oh man. Imagine cops though. They gotta go through that shit. And you can tell it's annoying because off rip, you would just say, oh, don't respond to people. Like those people who are on the crowd, but you're not working there. You don't know what that is. Imagine you got problems at work and your house too, and you're a cop. So what makes it worse? A cop in a neighborhood that's really bad, very tense, that they will smile and that's to disarm you, and they will grab a gun and shoot you just to, you know, and especially if they know you can't get caught. Like, imagine you the cop now. You can't play those games. You gotta be ready for all that bullshit. That one person you stop and he's both hands on the steering wheel, you get closer, then they got a gun right there in his lap and pops one in your fucking face. And it happens so fast you have no reaction. What you gonna do now? Now it's, oh, yo, police force needs more. No. We know we could avoid it. The fact that, first of all, I always be saying that, the fact that we still, like, we have the internet, we got, like, you know, a conscience almost together. We all know what's good and bad. Yo, you telling me right now, 2023, we still fucking up? Like, we still getting in jail? Like, not like this guy punched me, I punched him back, he fell on the floor, and he's in the hospital, I'm in jail. I'm talking about, yo, you know, and I guess it's young kids who become adults in jail and then influence other people. It must be that. You know, and then at the same time, you gotta remember the people who was in jail, they still be on that fucking hood mentality shit, and they raising kids on the hood mentality shit. And then other parents is doing the same thing in that same specific hood or another, and beef overlaps. Isn't it crazy? It's still going on in 2023. It's still going on. You still have kids too with a mentality like, nigga, fuck that, I'm different type. And it's just like, fuck, man. And it just starts with the parents. Yo, you hold your kid down, I'll hold my kid down, and when we get that shit knitted tight, if you see my kid, hold him down. Check that nigga. Cause if I see your kid, I'm gonna check that nigga. You know, and Dominicans were like that because, you know, when they come from over there over here, they see themselves as like, yeah, you know, I'm American, but it just breaks down in different sect, I guess. But so, you know, we can't be mad at white people for, you know, pushing for their own. If me and you was white, we would have been like, yo, all right, yo, black people, these Hispanics, motherfuckers, yo, fucking me and you, nigga, bro, we white, nigga, white power. That's it. Because when one person joins another, that's it, nigga. And then three's a crowd. Like Joey Diaz says, all you need is three motherfuckers to take over the world. And sometimes it does feel like that. But then stupid shit like money and then women come in between. Ain't it crazy? It's always one of those two. But you know what? And they like, and you know, what I heard from jail, from people who've been there, that they say like, yo, some people get beaten up so bad that they get in a state of shock and they start yelling for their moms, calling their moms. And it's just like, isn't it crazy that they were saying that the guy was calling for his mom, and it's just like, that's another level of like triggering for people. But that did happen. I'm not gonna tell you to get all this is set up so he can say, you know, mom, and then people can get triggered to that. No, I'm not saying that. But man, talking about, oh, we're gonna release the video, we don't want no riots, and you know, it's just riot porn. I thought I saw cops lined up around 181st, almost like riot gear, not riot gear, but almost like halfway as like riot gear. And I'm like, yo, isn't it crazy? Like, you could tell, kill a black man, no matter who does it, kill a black man, riot. or Hispanic, because there's gonna be black people in there too, And then here's the funny shit, that conservatives want to like not play the games of Democrats, of liberals, until a white person dies on some bullshit, and then they want to play the same game just to like stick it to them, but they don't realize they're doing the same bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, are we advancing or not? That's why you gotta, peep shit from afar. Peep the conservative and the liberal, and take it with a grain of salt. Obviously, when you do your research, you will notice also yourself that the Republicans, the more sane side, because Democrats just went haywire for no reason. It almost feels like they went haywire like on purpose. Like, yo, we don't want no more people voting for us anymore. Because it's like, damn, they became like delusional, crazy, basically. Going after your kids, after your money. This is a full-time jack. The media has a lot to do with it, though, man. One thing, say what you say. I can say what I say about Trump, that fucking medicine peddler. But he did do some good shit, man. And then one of the main shit was like from the get-go, tell us that the news was fake from the beginning. And now people just say fake news and don't realize like it was after that dude who they all hated, the bad guy, the monster, Donald Trump. It's sad that people still be like, I don't even want to say his name. Like, first of all, what person in fucking can have that so much, of an effect on you? Like, and you don't want to say his name? Oh, nigga. And that's why I go ham on, like, when the conservatives be so much about Israel and shit. All right, Hitler, but, and these conservative also, people other conservative be like, yeah, that's when, Mexico was, they were all, cutting each other's heads off, like making them seem like barbarians and shit. But it's just like, so y'all really want to go down the list? Because what happened in the Inquisition, that was not too far long ago. They wasn't caveman, but they did caveman killings to people because of just religion, because you had to practice that Roman fucking version of the Bible. So y'all was burning people. How many people y'all was burning that was black? It's easy to go there. What Stalin was doing. Y'all calling Mexicans like barbarians and shit, like South America with the Mayans and shit, what they were doing? They were doing their sacrifices just like y'all motherfuckers was too. It's just that now a bunch of the people who still do the same shit, they own the yachts and they got big businesses and go to private islands. You already know how that goes. These people were lighting people up on fire, like the candles. Wasn't the Roman candles? I don't know if that was true, but they definitely showed evidence that they would just put people up like pillars and shit, burn. All you see is crisp black. Like, that's some crazy shit, man. That's why when you do the real history, you see all this shit as a joke. And it could weigh heavy on your soul, but if it wasn't for religion, man, shit, who knows? I would have been fucking more like feeling like of like oppressed. But listen, it is to be. A lot of people be like, yo, my God, this oh my God, this ain't how it is. Like, these people don't know. We need to wake people up, and they feel like a little scared and shit. But it's just like, yo, this is we landed in this moment. See, I can go a different way about it. We landed in this moment here, right? Do you think that we came to this earth knowing how hard it is for that one particular sperm to crack in that egg and be born and not fall to the mom's whims of or the parents' whims of abortion. Now you make it to life. That was already a crazy journey. If you think about how much sperm and each one trying to get in, or whatever. But then to be born, and then you think it's just you're born to just work. I think we're more born to, bring some sense in this world. More sense. See what's going on. Realize our surroundings. Come together and ask what is better for society. But you see, it's so ridiculous now that me saying that, it just makes people probably like laugh. You feel me? Like, or like fairy tale, but it's not. These people clearly got a lot of money and they're not sharing it. And I get that, okay, it's not about sharing. All right, I bet. But don't come across me if I'm making money. Don't come across me if I want to say, y'all niggas is Jews, y'all got all the money. Fuck y'all. I want to be able to say that's real freedom, and don't make me go to no fucking museums. But now that's not how they play the game. We make money, y'all can make money, but y'all definitely gonna see that glass ceiling. When Kanye went through that glass ceiling, he couldn't go. They say, yo, Chase don't even want to bank with you. Chase don't want to bank with you. He's not even Osama bin Laden's family. To your own American, we should abolish fucking Chase for that bullshit. Y'all wanna cancel everything. Y'all ain't cancel fucking Chase. Real nigga like me got Bank of America. Nah, imagine. Those niggas is fucking. If it would have been Bank of America, it would have been the same thing too. Don't get it twisted. When I heard how radio station people, they be sound like they be beefing, but the head of heads be chilling together and shit, chalking it up. You be like, Just imagine, apply that to every sect of business or situations. Make sense? We living in a place at a time right now that they literally pushing the UFO on us. I'm not saying this real or fake, because at the end of the day I did see UFOs, or what I thought it was UFOs. I could have got close enough and they would have said made in America. Who knows? And it's believable. There's people coming out, and there's more people coming out, and there's way more people coming out. But I say this now. Now that we know, they making it normal to talk to be like, oh yeah, UFOs, because I saw it on TV. Because these people are straight up like that. They sold knuckle draggers that they be like, like 10 years ago, oh, what the hell are you talking about, UFOs? Like, and then everybody would have laughed at you, and you would have been like, oh shit, he got me. But now that same person, if he does that now, there's gonna be mad people around like, what are you talking about? You ain't seen it on the news? And that's it, Trump you. Or, yo, what are you talking about? Let me show you this clip on here. Oh, we talking about this low. We talking about, I saw this. Oh, yeah, we do. Now you don't look crazy. Now, how about this though? Is it crazy? Is the Bible crazy though now? It's less crazy now, right? Y'all don't think so? It's less crazy now, because if there's UFO, then maybe you could explain maybe God coming from a different place. It's more explainable. I'm not saying that that explains the Bible. The Bible is the Bible, but you don't know. There was chariots also in the Bible, meaning spaceships. So we don't know. We don't know. But if we out here like recognizing UFOs, and if they don't tell us like, oh no, this UFO is really, top secret from a collective group in this world that, they make their own advanced shit, I get it. But if it's really they telling us that they don't know, let's say they for real, which I can't trust them in a weird way, then it's some supernatural shit. Who knows? If nobody here can make that technology, which I doubt, Who knows if those are angels riding in ships? Like, that would make sense with the Bible, but we don't know. All I'm saying is that the Bible is more believable now when you think that when we think that this the thought of aliens or just the people. So just imagine if they casually showing their location, like, yo, you can see us sometimes no. Just imagine the times that we probably pass by an alien, a person that looks human but is not from this planet at all, that put on a suit and is walking with his hands in his pocket, and you would not even blink twice because it looks so much like it's a human being, and that person is like a person that came from Kansas City. He just wowed at us speaking, at us, our buildings, because he just came to a different planet. Imagine if they be like, yo, we're gonna take you to a different planet, but we're gonna take you to the hood. They ain't gonna kill you, but we're gonna take you to the hood. We ain't gonna show you the nice part. You'll be like, hell yeah, I'll go. I want to see it. It's just the interest. That's why, in a way, I just be like, there's no aliens. Or I can't say aliens, because obviously, if you come from a different country, you're an alien. If you come from a different planet, you're an alien. I do think that maybe there's no green people, that there's just human beings, like a super advanced civilization that figured out how to leave, and then they just come back sometimes. Maybe that's what it is. But when I say there's no aliens, it makes me think about maybe the Bible's right. Because, nigga, it would have, let's say by the 40s, right? Okay, whatever. How about by the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s? There would have been a thought like, yo, let's tell these people. Like, we need to tell these people there's so much money that us as a country can make, or us as a collective specific elite group can make. So you're gonna tell me that America, as greedy as they are, they wouldn't be like, yo, let's let the people know that there's aliens. Let's roll it out in cartoons for the kids. Let's roll it out to the adults with movies, and we set it all up. The first alien, blah blah blah. So by this decade, at least planet to planet contact, where they can come here and visit us, and they have their ID. We can go over there and visit, and we have an ID, like some tourist shit. That will generate zillions of dollars. Zillions with a Z. Zillions. I made that one up. What if our water here is like liquid gold over there, or that makes their plant over there grow like 80% faster? You imagine that you could buy seeds, right? And because there's natural water in a different planet, it would accelerate the growth of our plants. But like, we see it with our eyes. It's growing right in front of our eyes within fucking like 7 minutes. You imagine that shit? That shit will fucking perplex us, nigga. But all it is cells interacting with each other, creating something. So you never know the whole mix of things that what it can create. So that's why it makes you think America's really going by a slow pace to roll this out, or they just making that bullshit up. It makes you think. Meanwhile, you have Pink out here saying, if you pro-life, like never listen to my music, like bullshit like that. And Eminem can never be a fucking hip hop a GOAT for me, because I can't say that, because then look what fucking Run DMC did too about COVID, the COVID video, the rap video. But Eminem with the "I'ma draw this line in the sand if you like that man," talking about like Trump. Then like, here's the line, and like, don't listen to my. I'm like, come on, nigga, that's not hip hop. You ain't a gangster for that. nigga. Like, what you know about politics, nigga? You look zoned out at that fucking college game, nigga. What the fuck are you talking about? And I'm talking all gangster, but if I would have seen him, I would have been like, man, Eminem, you nice. But I'm not lying. Like, what you want me to say? I don't want no problems. I know that because you're way more famous, you got way more money than me, you have a lot of people that can help you jump me. Let's be honest. But that does not take away from the point and the fact that, nigga, that's the thing. Is that, see, this situation I'm giving you is something that people with small minds would have done. Like, I was a fan of yours. Why would you have to say that? No, I'm not a fan of yours. Because the rock star Eminem would have said, I fuck with Trump. He goes against the grain. Nigga, that's what I thought you was, Em. When that go against the grain shit that you did, you know what I'm saying, when if that 8 Mile movie is true or not, whatever, but your build up, your come up. You know, telling everybody that's in there, fuck them. You the new nigga in charge, you feel me? That's what Trump kind of did. It's just that the media was like, no, he's racist. And I'm over here like, nigga, every president is racist. What are you talking about? Don't tell me that shit. But that's why it goes back to what I was saying about, like, man, the media did a big number on people. Can you believe there's still people wearing masks? Yo, there's still people wearing masks, my nigga. They wasn't wearing no type of fucking mask during regular pre-COVID flu virus and all that season. None of that. The power of media. The power of media compels you. The power of media, my nigga. That's fucking crazy. The way the lady acted in that aisle, that was fucking crazy. That shit did a number. And that's why they pushing more of, and then I hate that I have to do, Everybody does that. You know what that nigga said? He was like, oh. Everybody gotta start with oh. But the lady in the aisle, she was like she saw me pass by, she saw that I didn't have the mask. You could tell she was like, ugh, because of people like you. She gave me that look. Not really that look, but it was a quick glance, and in her mind, she probably thought that, because look what she did. She passed by. It's a not that narrow aisle, but she wanted to pass where I was at, and she used her jacket, like, you know how you lift your jacket up like you got a cape, and she raised it to the side like a curtain as she walked by. So, like, in case I would have did like, like, I was like, bitch, please. That shit got me tight. So you know what I did? She went to a different aisle. She was looking at the tissues or whatever, and I specifically walked directly next to her, like if it was like we was watching, like we were both staring at the Mona Lisa original picture. You know what I'm saying? Art piece, right next to her. Like, bitch, we human, nigga. Like, and you know what helped me? Going to the fucking museum. I went to the museum one time with my friends, and there was a particular event which was called, like, because you can go and see the National Museum of History or whatever, and you see what they always have, but then they had the event sometimes once a month or whatever. They have these events, and it was about the theme was germs. And when they showed the fucking picture of how much germs is currently on our bodies as we speak, it's to the point that you're like, oh shit, like if people who always drown their fucking skin in alcohol, which obviously you can tell why that's bad, if they see this, they'll probably fucking commit suicide. Cause we have so much fucking germs on our body. It's living on our body. You know how we live on Earth? Imagine that, but germs on our body. There's living creatures on our eyelids, living creatures on our rough parts also, like our elbows, maybe kneecap, knuckles. It's all small germs. When your hand looks dirty, you can tell because it looks dark, right? That means there's something over it. But we currently have like the germs on a doorknob or the handle of a toilet. You don't see the germs moving, because if you would have saw that shit like roaches all over, you'd be like, hey, what the fuck out of here? But that's how it really is. So by the time COVID rolled in, I'm over here like, okay, so you sure that mask helps? Because you could breathe right through that shit. If you sneeze, if 3 people with masks sneeze at the same time and y'all in the room, you don't think that shit's gonna be in the room? It's gonna be in the room. And now I don't even gotta, beat the dead horse that much. As much as I like to do. Because I know y'all already saw that shit in the news, all on the radio. How that dumbass shit didn't work. A bunch of white people probably now like, oh my God, I can't believe it. And nigga, when they told you that you couldn't sue, nigga, what you think that was for? That was the biggest heist of the century, my nigga. That COVID shit. And it's good that it happened now, and nothing crazy really happened. Like FEMA fucking camps. That's good that ain't happened, because maybe next time now we can be a little bit more alert. To the point that's why like one of my ultimate theories is like everything is going on not for them. That's like, why these people are so stupid? It's because we're the stupid ones. Not me, but obviously it's all of us, because if the majority of us is not on that level, then it's all of us, nigga. It don't matter if you 1, 3, 4, 5, 200,000 of them are intact, nigga. There's so much people that, outnumber us that don't know what's going on. But I wouldn't be surprised if Joe Biden is an actor, Hillary Clinton is an actor, and it's because we needed fucking actors. We needed bad guys. We needed good guys to kind of get it through our brains, have it televised for us to get to understand what's going on, or remain calm, thinking that there's problem here and we fighting for culture wars. But in reality, it's a third world war through paid people, like me going to China and paying off all those Chinese people. That's what they're probably doing here. And maybe not even China, maybe it's Russia, maybe it's everybody, but that shit came from China. Straight here, and from here straight to everywhere. And it was so weird because it was like that shit didn't even. You would have thought that when you saw people in the videos dropping, that we would have saw people dropping, that we would have saw our loved ones. They dropped in front of me, But just like that, it makes you think, what if when they release the real one? The one that is no holds bar, we see that shit. We seeing people drop. We getting phone calls. Hey, he just dropped right now. Yours dropped right now. Yo, my cousin's dropped. His parents dropped. And that's what I'm talking about. Right there, you would have been like, hell yeah, I'm taking that shot. It felt like they could have scared us more, but they didn't. So you never know. Take everything with a grain of salt. And in that case, I'll be just read my Bible as much as I can to comfort me, for comfort. I don't know if I use the word comfort me. But for comfort, because if you don't, and which goes back to what I was gonna say, that like that's why they pushing therapy left and right, is because it is true. Not everybody has a really, really strong mind. Like for a lot of people, this could be overwhelming. Especially if you bought into that whole fuck a lot of bitches shit. Now you got mad kids and you on child support, and now COVID comes. Yo, come on now. That's why there's probably people a lot and having mental illness. That's why regardless of what, I talk my shit, but I don't want to not stop conversations with people who think different than what I think. Like when it comes to politics. They don't, because the liberals, they will easily not become your friend because they think it's some fucking world war. Like it's not world war. Like people argued about politics all before. Going back to that Tyree Nichols incident, that shit been going on way before. It's just like now we can see a lot of more video clips. Are we gonna get mad though? There's gonna be a lot more coming. Are y'all ready? We have a lot of videos to show you. If that made you riot, I have a lot. Let's retroactive riot. Let's riot now let's burn some stores down for shit that happened in the 1400s, nigga. A riot, a killing that happened specifically in maybe Alabama, maybe in 1968. You got energy? You have a lot of energy? We're gonna need a lot of energy. Like, what the fuck we doing? Why we can't do an anti-riot? Like, whenever that happens, we gather up as a community and say how bad it is and how ass backwards it is to, have hate to one another. No, it's just riot. Some store's gonna burn. That's it. That's why I can see why white people laugh at us. I can see it. Because they think they got it right. They complaining a lot now, but them white Jews got it over them. But now they complaining. Now the Jews are looking at them like, yo, stop being a victim. When the real victims is Jews, because you can't even say the Holocaust. You can't even say Hitler drew nice pictures or Hitler was a nice artist, which he does. He is, nigga, Hitler could draw a nice ass house with angles, with shading, with sunlight, a point of point of view. Why don't you try drawing a fucking a house? That shit is like 5 sticks, 1, 2, 3, 4 in the roof, 5, 6. And it's not about, see, it's like, why we not want to talk about that? Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that nigga was an artist. Like, this nigga was just not no regular nigga. You have a lot of people, like sports, that was probably replacing war. Just imagine how many football coaches would have been great military generals and strategic, positioning and shit. It's because we don't really go to war and shit like that, And another thing, America's very young. It's 200 something years old. So that's crazy. That I never really thought about how crazy that is in itself. And now it's good though. We're in a good timing because we getting our voices heard. Somebody heard this podcast before. That's good enough for me. I want to be able to still walk into Target and nobody recognize me. But we all having the conversation. Some people gonna look like idiots for believing everything that the fucking government throws down their throat, and they will learn from that and hopefully pass it down to their kids too. That would be even way better. But anyways, I'm gonna clip this one here. next week, I know it's going to be more bullshit, and I'm going to go over it. Pirate Radio, episode 88. Peace. The best podcast from Washington Heights. That's it. Peace.